my 5 ironclad keys to success. All right, so the first one is base training. Somebody asked me, like one of my athletes when I first started coaching asked me, what is the one mistake triathletes make? And that was easy. They skip base training. Base training is that point in time when it's low volume, it's low intensity, you're getting used to like doing all 3 sports and hopefully strength training, and you're just kind of building a base. This is what I see a lot. Athletes will sign up for an early season race and they will not train over the winter for whatever reason. The weather will start to get nice in March, and they'll come out and train for like 4 weeks and then be disappointed with their race in April because they have not done the base training. So base training is super important, and if you are off of training for a while, or you've finished your A race and you've taken some time to transition and chill out and meet your spouse again and pay bills and do laundry and cut the grass, then you should think about 8 to 12 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks of base training, all right? And that's a guideline. All right, number 2, race smart. This is sort of what you were talking about, Noberto. So I'm all about, again, choosing races that complement your A race. I don't think any of us are getting paid to do this. It's for fun. So let's figure out how to have the best experience and have that be your A race. So I sometimes see athletes who do a whole bunch of races, and I just feel like sometimes that can take away from where I'd rather have you guys be doing some better training. If you travel to a race, sometimes that can eat up a few days that could be used training because you're traveling, you're getting settled in, you know, all that. So again, this is one thing I love to do, is just help guide athletes with thinking through all these things with their races for the year. Number 3, take a break after your A race. You need both a physical and mental break after an Ironman, for example. Your body just needs some time to relax and recover, because when you do Ironman, for most of us, we're taking ourselves to the limit and we are breaking down a lot of muscles, and we need time to rebuild that, and we need time to mentally not worry about it. Because even though, yes, you do build up a lot of fitness training for Ironman, when you finish Ironman, you may not want to see your bike for a while. And to have a big old half Ironman on the calendar a month later is just not a really good idea. Take a break. Take a break. You've all deserved it. All right, next, periodization. So again, I start with the A race and then kind of build from there. So if there is a lot of people like you're going to do Augusta, that's a good training race, or it could be a B race. It kind of depends on you and what your goals are. But like Augusta is a great idea to do before Ironman Florida. And that goes along with kind of the build up to Ironman Florida. And don't forget to incorporate regular milestones like testing and rest and recovery. Another thing I love about coaching is I want you all to learn from the mistakes that I have made over the years. Save yourself some of the trouble that I have had, because I got injured as I was getting ready to start training for my second Ironman. And I was meeting with a physical therapy group who I was just meeting with them to get involved with Peachtree Tri Club, which is a club that I started back in 2006. And I was just meeting them to be partners with the club. I'm telling them that I'm getting ready to start training for Lake Placid, I'm telling them about my knee hurting. And they're like, your knee's hurting? I'm like, yeah, but that's just part of it. And they're like, actually, Mari, no, it is not part of it. Your knee does not need to be hurting. They got me on core strength and I never looked back, because it doesn't take a lot of time to do core strength. It doesn't take a lot of equipment. I used to roll out of bed and roll onto the floor and do my core strength, and it takes like 20 or 30 minutes. And what I learned, again, the hard way, because you know, $650 later with physical therapy bills, I had to learn this. So you guys prevent this all from happening. But core strength makes a huge difference, and you will go further, faster, with less chance of injury. You're going to recover better, and your performance is going to rock. And that was a big difference going from my first Ironman, where I felt lousy all the time and my knee hurting, to getting ready for Lake Placid and feeling like $1 million. Because injuries stink. They're not good for anybody. And I don't know about you guys, but I get cranky when I can't get my workouts in. So nobody wants to see cranky Mari.